wanted to invest into Lego for years now, but up until now I couldn't come up with a good excuse to waste $100. Sorry, invest $100. But that changes today. I will put my hard-earned money aside to prove that I am worthy of working at New York Stock Exchange. I chose Lego instead of stocks because, well, yeah. But on a more serious note, I love collecting Lego and I've spent money on retired sets before, like the Snow Speeder and the Death Star. So I wanted to test how worth it is to invest into Lego. I chose to invest into one of the sets from Star Wars theme because I just have the most knowledge about that theme. It also has the most amount of sets. If you choose to invest into Lego, my personal recommendation is to invest into Star Wars, but you could also do many other themes like Speed Champions, Ninjago, and really any other theme. So anyways, after selling my left nut to get enough finances, I had to start doing research to make my sacrifices worth it. In order to find the perfect set to invest into, I came up with the following criteria. Price per piece, I personally don't care about it, but I included it just for those who do care about it. Value of the minifigures, basically if the value of all the minifigures is greater than the value of the set itself. Third criteria is how relevant will the set be down the line, whether or not it's based on something popular, and what are the ratings of the set on lego.com and Brickset. And fourth and most important criteria is the set low-key fire. These factors helped me find the best sets for this experiment, and here are my options for under $100. Ahsoka's T6 Jedi Starf Fighter, Duel and Paridia, Sith Infiltrator, Desert Skiff, and the final mystery set. Let's start with the T6 Starf Fighter. This set costs $80, it has 601 pieces, and it has 13 cents per piece, which is on the higher end of average price per piece count, but it does also have some larger pieces in the set. It's incredibly beautiful, and it has a really cool wing mechanism, but low-key mid-play features. I love the colors on this set, the design, and overall execution. The designers managed to put so much thought and detail into a set with such few pieces. On an emotional level, I don't really care about the minifigures, but they are well printed and are good quality. And this set has 4 of them, 3 of which are exclusive. For those of you who don't know, exclusive minifigures only appear in a singular set. A good example of that would be the Cloud City Boba Fett from 2003, which now costs between $1,700 to $7,000. That's just for one minifigure. I knew I should have bought this set in 2003. Instead, I chose to suckle on my mother's tit. So immature of me. Despite these minifigures being exclusive, they're not all that valuable. All 4 of them cost $71, which is $9 less than the set itself, which isn't bad, but a good indicator for a set being worth investing into is if the minifigure value is greater than the set itself. But the value of these minifigures may rise over time, so it's something to keep an eye on. When it comes to the relevance of the set, it's from the show called Ahsoka, which will have season 2, and that means that we will probably see this ship again, which will rise the demand for this set. On the other hand, if the season 2 is really bad, no one will really care about it. This set has 4.3 stars with 66 people rating it on lego.com. It also has 3.8 stars on Brickset. It's an overall positive rating, but some of the more negative ratings mention that the set isn't worth the money because of the playability. And if it's not worth the money now, then I can't really imagine it being worth the money down the line. But the reason I ended up putting the set on the list is because of its looks, minifigures, and relevance. Another set based on the Ahsoka show is the Duel and Paridia. It costs $55, it has 382 pieces, and it's 14 cents per piece, which is 4 cents above the average, and for anything above the average is a big deal. But the value of minifigures quickly turns that around, with all the minifigures being worth $71, which is $16 above what the set retails at. And that's given the fact that the set isn't even retired yet. Brick Economy predicts that the set might be worth $62 after retirement, but that's just an estimate. This set looks okay, has pretty good play features like the rotating platform plus the 5 minifigures to play with. Sadly, it isn't much of a display set. Those usually go up in value a little more. The overall rating for the set is 4.4 stars with 41 reviews on the Lego website and 3.9 stars on Brickset, which is a pretty average and overall an okay rating. But what really drives this set home is the Grand Admiral Thrawn minifigure. The value of this minifigure alone is $30. It's the best version of him yet, and people mainly buy the set for that minifigure. He may appear in some future sets which will bring the value of this minifigure down. I just like him a lot. He's a sexy little smurf. I think the set is worth investing into. You'll definitely make a couple extra dollars if you decide to buy it. Although again, there will be a season 2 of this show and it could go either really well or really bad for this set. So it would be a gamble. But what isn't a gamble is you leaving a like under this video and subscribing. Now we're gonna move on to the anniversary set, starting with the Sith Infiltrator. This big, beautiful, strangely shaped toy, if you know what I mean, is $70, 640 pieces and 10 cents per piece, which is the average. Unlike my little Sith Infiltrator, it has a total of 4 minifigures, one of which is an anniversary minifigure of Saw Gerrera, who is worth $35. And if you're lucky, you can get a special print of Qui-Gon, which has a different color head, but for some reason LEGO decided to change the color after the initial wave of these sets, which skyrocketed the value of those first wave Qui-Gons. Now you can't find it anywhere other than eBay, so there's no special Qui-Gon anymore, but my mama always called me special. This set costs about the same on the secondary market, which is promising because it shows me that there is a demand for this set. It also portrays an amazing scene from the Phantom Menace, and it's also featured in the Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Circling back to the minifigures, their overall value is $65. The $35 minifigure of Saw Gerrera may rise in value, which is why I included this set. It also has a rating of 4.5 stars on LEGO with 125 reviews and 3.8 stars on Brickset. It's an overall positive rating. The set itself looks really good. I personally hate the bump they added on the front of the ship and the absence of Darth Maul's pupils. Other than that, it's a really good display piece with really decent playability. And we won't see another Sith Infiltrator for another 10 plus years. Probably. Moving on to the next anniversary set is the Desert Skiff. This set is probably the most promising set out of all of them. It costs $80 with 558 pieces, which gives us 14.3 cents per piece, slightly above average. Something I could never be. But with 6 minifigures in the set, the price becomes more justifiable because the value of all the minifigures is around $92, which is $12 higher than the cost of the set. The set also has 4.1 stars with 92 reviews on lego.com, and it has 3.9 stars on Brickset. Some of the reviews think the value of the set isn't worth the cost. I personally think it is. This set is from a very known and iconic scene, and it pairs up with the UCS Java sail barge, which increases the demand for this set even more. It's also the best skiff we've ever gotten. Out of all these choices, I like this set the most. I would not only invest in it, but I would also get it for myself. If you invest into this set, there's a 100% chance you'll get your money back and more. And most importantly, this set is certified fire. Now comes the 5th bonus set that I mentioned before. Truth be told, I only had 4 sets in mind, but my fiance with zero LEGO knowledge thought that a 5 is a better number. Her favorite set is the Droideka, so she's trying to convince me to buy the sealed version of this set to invest into. This set costs $65. It has 583 pieces, which is 11.1 cents per piece. This set also includes a miniature Droideka, which I think doesn't look that good, but my fiance claims that it's as good as the bigger guy. On a more serious note, this set is one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful, buildable character display set. It's a display piece, but it also has good playability. You can also play basketball with it, which makes it really versatile. Even the reviews agree with my fiance with 4.7 stars and 120 reviews on lego.com and 4.2 stars on Brickset, which makes it the highest rated set in this video. She also thinks that it will be the highest value when it retires compared to the other sets on this list, and how my fiance would say, buy it, mole. With that being said, it's time to determine the winner. It's the Desert Skiff! Yippee! Whoa! I chose it because I would rather play it safe. I know that the figure of 9 will be valuable for those who want to collect all of the anniversary minifigures. Plus, it looks a whole lot nicer on display compared to the set like Duel and Paridia. Now it's time for me to look for a good deal on this set. I will not buying it from Lego because I would just get Lego points and that's just not worth it. I can get a much better deal on eBay, Bricklink, or Amazon. And I will buy 2 desert skiffs, one for myself and one to invest in. So I found this set to invest in on eBay. I'm sure if I looked for longer, I would have found a better deal, but I'm just too lazy to do all that. I think investing into a set you care about is the way to go. According to Brick Economy, this set will be between $96 to $101 upon retirement. My prediction for this set is it will be $100.69 upon retirement. I'll update you in a year when I'm a successful Lego YouTuber and a millionaire. And if you want to see which Lego sets not to invest in, watch this video next.